All right, so today we're going to dive into something pretty cool, pretty fascinating. We're going to look at this woman, Alisa, an American performer, and her story.
Okay.
She found success in Europe on the stage, but ended up on this, like, totally different journey, a spiritual one, when she got to Berlin.
Wow.
So we've got an excerpt here from Journey from Heartache to Hope. Right? It's like one of those books with all these different stories, all connected in a way.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of like see what we can learn from her story.
Yeah, I think it's more than just a biography, you know? Like, this is about, like, finding your dreams, chasing them down, but also about finding faith in, like, the most unexpected places.
Right, especially when, from the outside, everything looks perfect.
Exactly,
you know? Like, here's Alisa, this super talented performer, living it up on this European tour of 42nd Street.
Yeah, and she was everywhere, like magazine covers, the whole 9 yards.
Right? Yeah. Like, if I was on a magazine cover, I don't even know what I would do.
I know.
It just sounds so glamorous, right?
Yeah, total fairy tale, right? You get to be on stage, you're traveling all over Europe, and the excerpt really, like, brings you into that excitement, like her excitement about performing in all these, like, prestigious theaters across Europe.
I bet. Oh. And then there's the whole thing with the national anthem.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
At Berlin Stadium, can you imagine?
I mean, talk about a highlight, right?
For real. Like a solo performance at Berlin Stadium.
Yeah, and for a major sporting event, too. The excerpt mentions it was the Miami Dolphins versus the Broncos.
No way.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So we've got this picture of Lisa, like, killing it professionally, right? But then, and this is where it gets really interesting, the excerpt goes into her personal life, and it's not all, you know...
Yeah, no, it wasn't...
sunshine and roses.
Not all glitz and glam, yeah.
Totally. Like, her dad keeps asking her about getting married, right? And you can just feel this... like, societal pressure on her.
Absolutely. And Alisa's response is really telling. You know, she talks about wanting true love, but as she's getting closer to 40, that hope's kind of fading.
Right.
Makes you wonder if, like, all that success maybe even amplified those feelings of, like, emptiness or something.
Right. You can have it all on the outside.
Totally.
But still be searching for something more, something deeper.
Exactly. And for Lisa, that search takes this, like, spiritual turn, right? She starts looking for a church in Berlin.
Right.
Even though her mom was a Jehovah's Witness.
Which is so interesting. Like, what do you make of that decision given her background?
I mean, it seems like she was really open to exploring different paths, even if it meant, like, stepping outside her comfort zone, you know?
Totally. And then there's this huge turning point, right? She gets invited to a Church of Christ service by someone.
It's like fate, right?
I know. Like, who knows where she'd be if that hadn't happened.
Right.
And here's the thing. She admits to not knowing the Bible very well.
Really?
Yeah. Like, all these concepts like forgiveness, the Holy Spirit, they were completely new to her.
Yeah, that's a pretty big shift, especially considering her background and what we know about the Church of Christ, right?
Totally. Like, they put a lot of emphasis on a personal relationship with Jesus and the power of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
It's like a totally different way of looking at things.
Definitely. I mean, I'm guessing something in those teachings really resonated with her, like spoke to her on a deeper level. Yeah.
Right. Like, it filled that void she was feeling.
Exactly. And ultimately, she makes the decision to become a disciple.
Wow.
Which is a huge turning point in her life, obviously.
Huge. So it's like, we've got this successful performer on this global stage, but inside she's dealing with all this heartache.
Yeah.
This longing for something more. And then, boom, this chance encounter leads her to this whole spiritual awakening.
Yeah, and it just completely changes her outlook.
Crazy, right? I mean, did that resonate with you at all? Have you ever felt that kind of disconnect, like...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of...
between outward success and inner peace.
Yeah, I think Lisa's story is like this powerful reminder that, you know, true fulfillment can come from the most unexpected places.
Totally.
It's like we're all on this journey, and sometimes the biggest changes, the ones that really matter, happen when we're open to exploring new paths, even if they seem totally different from where we started.
Absolutely. It makes you think about the role of faith, you know?
Yeah.
Like how it helps us navigate the ups and downs of life.
Right.
Especially when we're dealing with pressure from society or just our own personal struggles. It's like Lisa's journey is saying, hey, it's okay to question things, to search, to embrace those unexpected paths.
Yeah.
You know, to find what truly fulfills you.
It's a good reminder.
Definitely something to think about.
For sure.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening, everyone.